Hi Sagittarius, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Let's talk about your money and career situation for mid-May 2023. So whenever you are guided or drawn here, it's meant to pertain to the remainder of your month. So we're going to keep it simple and pull from the Gilded Tarot Royale deck. I did get the message before beginning your reading, or attempting your reading rather, several minutes ago of a lot to be gained. A lot to be gained. That's going to look differently for everybody. I am not surprised, my friend. The Nine of Pentacles, an absolute independent vibe stemming from you, exuding from you. I feel like you're thinking about freedom. This could be retirement for some, leaving a job, upgrading to something better, or at least just moving to a more comfortable, even more lucrative opportunity potentially. But I do feel like as well, there's thoughts about you, whether or not you've exceeded your potential in your lifetime up until this point, or just thoughts about how you can better do so moving forward in regards to whether or not you're wrapped up with the right situation, if not multiple for you. But I feel like there's an abundance of opportunity throughout the remainder of the month to make more money, to feel comfortable, to invest your money if that's what you so choose to do or have been asking for. But I feel like either way, Spirit's saying success lies on the horizon for you. And that's going to look differently for everybody drawn to the reading, whether that's more comfort and freedom away from having to work that day-to-day life, or whether that's having this new opportunity to succeed more, to make more money and feel good about your future as you work really hard. Or that could be more in regards to things progressing and growing more for you and you becoming big in that sense when it comes to your career. I just feel like you're thriving throughout the remainder of the month. And it's like you can't help but think about those who you love and those who you're meant to help through your career, or even those who you could be helping more so through your career. So I really feel like your helpful nature is taking a highlight. And there's this feeling that people see you as somebody who's getting the job done, but then may want to step in and Spirit saying, oh, you don't need to do that. They're a Sagittarius, they'll get it done. All right. But I feel like there's a lot coming towards you either way. This could be in regards to, okay, intuitive hits, people needing your help, people asking you for your advice, people wanting you to get things done in the work environment, people even commenting, praising. There could be slight naysayers, negativity, especially if you're online or in the public eye. But it feels like, as well, Spirit saying the remainder of May highlights the fact that you need to protect your Sagittarius energy. Are you feeling comfortable at your best? And at times, let's be strategic. If you don't feel comfortable in that conversation at work and or at home or just in general, slither away, all right? You know how to do this at this point, right? Put that one, add that one comment or statement into the conversation and just step away, if not multiple. But they're saying wrap it up with a bow, or that could be more so you needing to take an early break or your break in general, take a walk, come back in better energy, or when the energy is better in that situation. Same goes for where you're living. And it may even be when you're trying to help somebody, it's like you can't always you need to at times accept that when you're trying to help somebody, it might not be the exact destined right timing, okay? Because everything needs to be happening organically in a pretty much an easy manner for you. And when it feels like a force, kind of a tug of war, or just I have to attempt a million times, step away, okay? Come back or reschedule if that's the case, because that may benefit you greatly. And even the other person, if not multiple people, if that's part of that situation. But the Moon card and the Temperance card, which is your energy, the Temperance card is, I do feel like the remainder of May highlights the fact that you're a mystery. It's like you're very open in certain ways, right? A bit of a storybook to be read, and you do like that to an extent, right? But then there's a lot that you're going on behind the scenes, considering, mulling over, planning for, looking to reach for, or are reaching for. And this is like, this isn't fully or at all news, or it's not completely, people aren't very aware of it. Let's just put it that way. Sorry. But that might happen to you at a certain point, if not multiple, in the remainder of the month where you can't come up with the right wording. Just laugh it off. Laugh it off. It's going to help you greatly. And people might even chuckle and just, it might help their energy is what I'm getting. Now I'm getting you need to be utilizing music, content or conversations with certain people that make you laugh. You need that release in certain ways and that comfort all the meanwhile. But I do feel like you need to have patience with your emotions when you're working, okay? Now, I do feel like this is, okay, on one level, yes, that's true for a lot drawn to the reading. But in the first attempt, I did get the King of Pentacles in reverse. And for whatever reason, what came through was you needing to recognize or remember that your detachment emotionally from what you wish to see come to be, or see, yeah, come to an end, regardless of what that manifestation looks like for you, is quite efficient, okay? Because that's a huge factor that makes manifestation easier to come to be. So they're saying kudos for that. But the World card, I do feel like your Sagittarius world is changing at this time. I don't know why I just covered my face. But I do feel as if you are being prepared to leap towards a new chapter for yourself, however that looks for you, whether it's more, less. Either way, it feels like more of something, if not multiple levels of abundance. And I do feel like there's, again, okay, this could have happened recently, if not more so rewinding back. There's a focus on your courage is what I'm getting. Your courageous way of being to just embrace the new, to embrace the future of what you're continuing, and to just do what's right for you and potentially your loved ones. What else do we have for Sag? The Ace of Pentacles, there's thoughts about your money, absolutely, in a very large kind of grand way, potentially wanting to advise somebody else on their finances, and you might just hold back in regards to that. It might be your job to do so. But I do feel like all the meanwhile, there's thoughts about, if not action towards, or the beginning of a new opportunity to make more money, to succeed more. I'm hearing a little furry friend, just what I'm getting from this little guy here. Or you could get it from the bunny. Now this could be a house pet, it could be somebody else's pet, it could be certain messages, synchronicities coming through from other furry animals or animals in general. But I feel like there's a focus on you needing to recover from work, or just even utilize this furry animal in one way, if not multiple ways. The Page of Swords, learning more throughout the month about the future of your money and career, learning more potentially as far as clarity goes about your past, right? Endings, new beginnings, changes, developments, the ups and downs of your money and career. Because I feel like it hasn't been easy for you, at least not always. In Spirit saying you've come a long way. You need to remember that. You've come a long way. A peaceful pillar of success that at times has that fiery side that comes out, but it's naturally stemming from a caring nature that lies within you once again. Okay, that's what I'm getting from that. But I do feel like there's a focus on birds for whatever reason. That may not even be tied into your money and career, but it could just be soothing and distract you from what feels annoying in the moment, or just needs your attention to be driven away from, okay? Anyways, the card made me a little bit nervous. The Sun card and the King of Cups in the upright this time. I just feel like there's a focus on you needing to ride the waves, wanting more control at times when things get done, when the way people live and or work, but it's this feeling that you just need to ride the waves, sit back in your Sagittarius throne and just let things flow. Focus on what you can control, get the job done, stay in your own lane when you feel intuitively guided to, or when it doesn't feel productive to, bother somebody else, or just to associate yourself with other people, or even work with other people. Or yeah, that could even tie into your living situation. But I feel like you are needing to recognize that at times when you have a sunny demeanor, whatever you were just wrapped up with or are, that person, place, situation, it could be literally the sun, the weather, you name it, certain content, it's working in your favor. So we need more of that, okay? We need you to be feeling good. It's going to productively affect the quality of your work and how you deal with certain little disturbances, obstacles that pop up left and right, or even other people, okay? Going back to the Temperance card. Look at that. There's a focus on your emotional side, your passionate side, your caring side, and your feisty side, okay? Nobody's perfect, but I feel like it tends to stem from a good place either way, especially when you're just trying to get the job done, okay? Now, I do feel like as well there's a focus slightly at certain points on your judgment towards oneself, all right? Could be in regards to how much you're getting done, how you're getting things done. Even I want to say on a side note, your physical appearance, or how you dealt with something, or how much you've accomplished up until this point. along your path, but I do feel like as well a little bit of judgment towards people that you're seeing, observing out and about. Could be more in regards to, I'm hearing in the store, when you're working and or at home. Let's pull one or two more. The Empress card. Okay, yeah, motherly nature coming through, or it could be more so fatherly nature, however you want to view it. But we all have that feminine and masculine energy within us. But you could be thinking about giving birth to a new chapter, a new situation once again. Your connection to nature taking a highlight. Look at this. Think about for a hot second in a simplistic way, and if you overthink, it's gonna be a negative moment. Your transformation as far as yourself on a soul level, and how much that's been affected by the transformation of your money and career situations over time, right? That's powerful in of itself. You need to remember that. And I feel very zoned into you at this point. So I feel like there's going to be a focus on you drawing people in, or feeling drawn to other people or other situations to get things done at certain points in the remainder of the month. And eye contact taking a highlight, and the significance, the reasoning behind why you don't feel the need to make eye contact when speaking to one, if not multiple people. Okay. Interesting side note. Now, there could be a highlight on where you're feeling trapped at this time. There's change on the horizon, my friend. There's change on the horizon, but you need to prepare for it, reach for it, and make the best out of where you're at if need be. The Fool card, because I think there's a reminder that you need to have fun. You could be putting on a bit of a show. I sense that your storytelling ability and way of being is coming into play at a certain point, whether it's, say, you come home and tell your family or your roommates about a work situation or what took place, for the better or for the worse. But I'm getting kind of a funny vibe. Could be just telling stories at home or at work. Anyways, I feel like that's going to lighten the energy and just create a good vibe and kind of bonding moment, if not multiple. And again, I'm getting a furry friend with the dog there. The color purple, look up the spiritual meaning. The Emperor card. There's a focus on your ability to produce, develop, and create in a very powerful manner, and a time to prepare in a simplistic way, but a powerful way for what lies ahead as far as change, development when it comes to your money and career. Things are going to work out in your favor, however that looks for you. But it just feels like for the time being, you have a lot to manage to balance out. Again, ride the waves and allow yourself to recognize that you have a very bright future, full of comfort, financial stability, and career success. All right? So I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Definitely go enjoy the remainder of May, and I'll see you next time.